Want me to fix the sound? There we go. Is that any? I hate holding this thing, but I'm going to hold it for you guys today. There we go. Looking at Debra Silverman is a little annoying. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Jess. Rita. Beardmore. Okay, tell me, is everything working now? We're happening? We're on Facebook Live?
All working. It sounds
Oh,
better.
your mom just came in. Hi, Mom. You guys, can you send those little hearts? They make me so happy. Oh, look. I don't know how to send those hearts. Oh, there's lots of people in the room now. Oh, somebody just sent, oh, that was so cute. Heart, heart, heart. Okay. Oh, there we go. And we have Ashley Reed laughing because you know how Geminis are. Lee Harden. Okay. Jeanette, it's better. So now you can hear me? Yes, you guys? Kristen Van Asperen. Hi, Kristen. Candace. Candace. Oh my God. Forget about the talk. I'm just going to want to talk to you guys. Hi, Candace. We're going to talk about past lives. Candace and I had a past life together already in this lifetime. And you can hear me. All right. So we're on a roll. So welcome to a conversation about past lives. You know, you can have a past life inside one lifetime. So why don't we start there? Like if you look back at pictures of yourself, isn't it scary? There's this thing called time. And backwards, the word time spells emit. So in order for time to go by, you have to emit and take things out. And that's the nature of time. It's always erasing. You know, people always say, there's no such thing as the past and there's no such thing as the future. There's just the now. Then why do I have all these picture books? That's funny. Hello, here for the first time and so excited, said Marissa. We're glad you're here. No sound from me, said Dottie. She can't hear. Oh, hi, Candace. Candace, I have memories of sitting with you the first time we met in a restaurant in Canada, better known as Grand Prairie, and having a conversation and me hearing about you being in love with your husband and having these 3 super cool kids. Is that right? You have 3 kids? And then sleeping in one of your daughter's bedroom, and that was so nice. Okay. See, I'm getting all. Oh, look at that beautiful thing over my head. See that? Those are my beautiful things over my head. Okay. Ground yourself. There's a retrograde. Study astrology with me. First of all, listen to me. We're in between eclipses, which is going to happen on the 27th, which I think is in 2 days. We're in between a partial eclipse and a full eclipse, which is usually a time where energy increases, number 1. Number 2, Mercury goes retrograde. Is that tomorrow, Carrie? Can I hear you, Carrie?
Yeah, it's like late tonight.
Okay, so tonight, so listen to me. We're in between eclipses. Mercury's going retrograde tomorrow, and we're already feeling it. Carrie's already feeling the computer didn't work. And number 3, in the Mayan calendar, which I adore, we are in the day where there's no time. The Mayan calendar is a 13-day week, and there's 20 sets of 13 days, so it's 260 days in a year is what the Mayans do. They base it all on the lunar cycles. It's so interesting. And every year, like we have a leap year where there'll be a day that's confused because you can't do 365 in the circle every 2 or 3 years. I think it's 3 years. We leave out a day, so we have to increase it. So the leap year sets it off. Well, in the Mayan calendar, every day, once a year, there's this day out of time. And that's today. Susan Pelfrey arrived on the day out of time. Susan! I miss Susan Pelfrey. She just makes me laugh. You seem to be getting rid of stuff that's been holding us back, or things that have been making us physically sick seem to be getting revealed and resolved, said Kathleen O'Brien Blair. Exactly. Ava's here. Hi, Ava Goodman. I have your oils right here. Where did I do with them? Ava Goodman was so kind. She brought me oils, and now I think about her every day. Susan Pelfrey, I want to hear you laugh. She has the funniest sense of humor, even though she's a Virgo. Or are you a Scorpio? Okay, let's talk about being between 2 eclipses and being a day at a time and how that affects past lives. First, let's start with the day at a time. I would say to all of you, before Mercury goes retrograde, is there anything behind you? That's so funny because today in yoga, someone who I once really loved. I guess I still love her. She decided that she didn't like me. And she sent me an email and said, never contact me again. And then she walked away. Then fast forward 2 years later, she wrote me and said, just kidding. But I was so hurt. I couldn't really get back in. And then today she whispered in my ear in the beginning of yoga, she said, I have to say hi to you. Well, Mercury's retrograde tomorrow. It would be very wise of me to review that relationship, because every single person you have karma with doesn't go away until you end it. It only takes one person to end the karma. It doesn't require two people to make something complete. So it would serve me and her to stop time, the day at a time. Explains my state of being today, said Lori Mershon. Yeah, and that's great. I've been working diligently to get things out of my space. Anything for Sagittarius, Julia. We're talking to everyone first. So the day at a time, I want to suggest to all of you, be wise when Mercury goes retrograde. Look backwards and see, is there anything specific that you left behind? Any relationship, any unfinished business with your taxes, any pile in your house? Do it now. The day at a time, the day before Mercury retrograde, the day before the eclipse. It's like this is what astrology is all about, you guys. If you prepare and you listen to the rhythm of the day and you pay attention to the cycles, then what happens is you're working with spirit, and then spirit wants to work with you. It's kind of simple. Hi, Julie. It's not about your personal sign, you guys. That's just your ego talking. We all have one. It's not about Virgo or Sagittarius. It's about all of us being caught in the day between the time. We're stopping time. We're preparing for an eclipse. This is a full eclipse happening on the 27th. Carrie, can you tell me what degree that full eclipse happens at in 2 days? Yes, Cassandra. Any unprocessed trauma. Anywhere in your life, like I'm going to use this example of my friend, where I really did get so hurt, and so I could get stuck in time. Oh, you can't hear me. Everyone's talking about the sound. I swear I'm as close as I can be. Is that better? Did that help? For what, Ashreed? Are you answering the question where the eclipse is happening? Did that help, Mary? Can you hear me better now? So we're on the day between time. We're preparing for an eclipse on the 27th. Mercury is going retrograde. And let me add one more thing. There's a full moon coming straight to your neighborhood. Yes. There's Barbara Hope. I can hear fine, said Kathleen O'Brien Blair. I can hear. Okay, good. Then I'm going to move it back because it's annoying seeing all my face. Let me ask all of you right now, is there somewhere in your life, if you're preparing for a full moon and it has to do with your ego, being defective, being hurt, being broken, is there anything right now in your world? Let's take a moment and pause. I'm going to give you some arenas to look at. One, it could be about your body. Is there anything in your body calling your name right now for some attention? This would be the smartest thing you could do during these next 3 weeks while the eclipse is here. Carrie, you never told me what degree the eclipse is.
I couldn't find it online, but Ash said 4 degrees, so.
4 degrees of what? So the eclipse is 4 degrees of Aquarius?
I'm not sure. I'll keep looking online.
Okay, so is there anything in your body that's been feeling angry or been feeling physically tired? This would be the time to set a prayer in place. So let me help you with that. 3 beautiful kids, all grown up, still in love with my hubby. I love that you're still in love with your hubby. Okay, so number 1, is there any relationship behind you that could require some attention? First of all, I'm going to start with the first house, with your body. How is your physical energy? How is your diet? You know what I do that makes people always want to know why I'm not aging? Because I minimize sugar down to so little. I always ask people when I'm having dessert, score that 0 to 10. If it's a 9 or a 10, I'll eat it. But if it's anything below 8, I'm not going to do sugar and set my body's alkaline pH balance off and then feel my stomach go funny and then wonder why I don't feel good. So 2, I take out personally, I take out meat as much as I possibly can. I'll eat chicken from time to time just because I've been told that I'm missing protein, but I'm very conscientious about tofu, nuts, beans, being conscious about protein and other alternatives. 3, is there anger or depression in your body that's because of your adrenals or because you're not sleeping or because you're not, like, this is really important because your thyroid is off. There's an epidemic in our society that's produced this kind of low grade malaise. Is that a word? How do you say it? Malaise. And then Megan, I love that. What if you're feeling amazing and blissfully happy? Yes, this is a little unusual. Oh, I love that. If you're feeling blissful and a little too happy, let's hear it from you guys. That's a wonderful problem to have. I love that problem. And the day at a time means you'll share it. Go on Facebook. Tell people your story, Megan. Don't hold back. Okay, so Marissa, she's been feeling tired for over a month. Adrenals. The thyroid and adrenals, you know what they're a symptom of? Diet. So you can Google it. I had both. I had really bad adrenal fatigue. You wouldn't have recognized me. I could not. I was so tired. Oh my God. Then I had thyroid problem, which I've corrected with taking minerals and some thyroid. But you guys, you really, so the first thing is the body. Okay, now, I'm feeling very anxious, said Julie, and impatient. Okay, then let's go to the second topic. This is the first, fourth, and seventh, and 10th house. If it's fourth house, if it's your emotional body is feeling anxious, what we discovered, as said the therapist of 40 years, is if you're stashing emotions and you're not being current right now, I want to ask all of you to do me a favor. There's like 150 people in here. Take your attention right now and answer this question. What is my emotional body feeling? Tell me if you have a sense of what is your emotional body feeling right in this moment, and then write it in the little box. Emotionally, are you excited? Are you scared? Are you optimistic? Are you pessimistic? Are you lonely? I want to hear some words from you guys, because that's the first house was your body. Go change your diet and make a commitment to getting your energy back. All you got to do is ask. There's Lori. She's feeling grief. Overwhelmed, said Kristen. What is your emotional body feeling? Sad, said Sandra Campbell. I'm feeling peaceful. Nervous, said Kimberly. Emotionally cautious and uncertain. Frustrated. Sad and worried, Michelle. Anxious, said Jessica. Oh my God. Excited, said Carrie Ann. Nervous, said Jennifer. Pessimistic. You guys, can I help you? Irritated, Lee said. Exhausted, said Sharon. Any Libra wisdom? Here is the short answer. Safe, said Malika. Andy Bell, hey Deborah, very optimistic and happy these days. I'm so happy. The body never lies. Douglas Brady. Oh my God, Suzanne. I just saw him today. I just saw Douglas today. He's dead. Okay, so here's the deal. First house, whether it's past lives, we're supposed to talk about past lives. First house, take care of your body by acknowledging your adrenals, your thyroid, asking for help and doing a prayer to get out of that. If you're emotionally feeling tired and unsatisfied and depressed, you have to do some work with that, you guys. You can't sit in here. You can't come to Debra Silverman's Facebook Live without doing your prayers. So I'm doing a prayer for all of you. Susie Sawyer, she's feeling overwhelmed. Is that Sherry? Disappointed in others. Feeling exhausted, depressed. Oh my God. Magical and energetic. Grieving. I've been in substantial trauma for a long time. I lost my young son 2 years ago. Okay, can we just make a shift right now? Here's my flags, my prayer flags. We're doing prayers. Can we shift this energy together? 164 of us. Will you guys do me a favor? Take a deep breath. Ready? We're all breathing the same air. One more. This big, deep breath. Let's go. Okay, we just changed the energy with that deep breath. We are going to change the energy right now. Here's what we're going to do. we're going to say that the 173 of us who are sending hearts, you and I and everyone in this room talking about past lives wants to come into present time with fresh new air. And the air is waiting for you all the time. Thank you, Sandra Campbell. We just got to take another deep breath. One more. Ready? Okay. Thank you. Look at all that love. There's 177 people in this room. We can change the energy right now in our world. Look, oh my God, oh baby. There is love going across this screen. Transformation. There's people in pain all the time. And there's people in joy waiting in the wings to come out from hiding because they feel bad, because it's not good to feel sad when or happy when everyone's sad. I want you to feel happy. I know it's so fucking sad on this planet. I am the first one to admit it. I understand. But yes, we can. We can change it with one more deep breath. Ready? As big as you can go and as loud as when you breathe out. Ready? Okay, there you go. That's it. Exactly. We're doing Tangai breath. Okay, now, there's 176 hearts floating on the screen. We are changing the energy. Can we talk about past lives now? So here's the deal. Every single person in this room has had a past life. You are not brand new souls. You would not have a computer. You would not be on Facebook Live, and you would not be studying astrology. So every one of you has had a string of past lives. That's the story. And every one of you have karma with others, with yourself, with your psyche. Every single person in this room has karma. Now, like in the case of our sweet friend who just told us she's in love with her husband. I love that story. She has 3 lovely children and she's still in love with her husband. That's the sign of accruing good karma. She's a Sagittarius. She has moon in Cancer. She's Virgo or Libra rising. We never figured it out. But she came in this life with the gift of love. Now, you can either be jealous about that or you could celebrate that. If you take a deep breath right now and you breathe in a fresh story and you breathe out the old story, you're changing your life in the moment and taking the past life and updating it. That's as simple as I can say it. Every single one of you has the power to today, the day out of time, with the eclipse coming, Mercury going retrograde, and a full moon. We couldn't be in a more fertile myrtle moment. And there's almost 200 people in this room to make the decision that we can change the story. This is my same chart. I love this story. Look at you. Debra, my guy and I have the same south and north node. Is that not a forever togetherness? That's so cute. I believe love is my purpose, said Rachel. You bet it is. The last breath made me shiver. Candace McKim, Libra rising. How do you remember all that? Because I slept in your house, for God's sake. And I love you. And you look what you do, Candace. You guys go get her book, The Intuition. What's it called, Candace? She's written, see, this is the deal. Why has Candace got the husband she loves, 3 beautiful children, and lives in a beautiful home? Because you have to try. That's it, Sandy. You've got to change the energy. Every deep breath. Why do the yogis breathe? All you have to do is focus on positive energy. Live a great story. And when you're sad, you honor the sadness. You don't walk over it. And you then ask for help. You go and you get Candace's book. You go and you get my book. You go and take my astrology class. I changed my story and I'm living a beautiful dream now. Dorothea Robbins. Take a risk. I want the book, said Molly Moon. Okay, we're waiting for Candace to tell us the name of the book. The Missing Element is my book, and you guys can go get it online. And what will happen, very clear, it is Yogini's Guide. Intuition is a choice. Intuition is a choice. Look at all the love. And my book is The Missing Element. And see, we can share. That's such a great story. Candace and I, she met me. She let me come stay in her home. I taught astrology classes. We had the best relationship. It's because she has a really cool sister. When you have a cool sister, you know how to do sisterhood. Okay, I think we've done it, by George.
Before we jump off, can you talk a little bit about any indications in your chart that show what your past life might have been?
Yeah, that's so funny. What made you ask that, Carrie Morley?
Because it's an outline.
It's in the outline. Okay, so I missed the outline. This is a first, Carrie. I skipped it. I wanted to go to the first, fourth, seventh, and 10th. We did the first and fourth house today. Pray for your body to be healed and take your emotional body and do deep breaths. I have had a series of past lives where I was very alone. I was very devoted. I had had profound spiritual discipline where I meditated, or I lived in an ashram, or I was part of a temple, or I was in a very strong relationship with the Buddhist, or I was an American Indian who hit a drum and was devoted to the earth. I can remember them, and all of you can remember yours if you do the internal work to wake up inside the dream. How do you know what happened in your past life, said Bree. Hold on, someone's knocking at my door. That's funny. Stuart? Yeah, take your time. Okay. If they can't wait, we don't like them anyway. How do I know? How do I know all of this? You know, when I was a kid, I had my first past life memory riding a horse. I so knew I had done it before. Oh my God. It's how do you find out about your past lives? Here's a simple answer, you guys. Ask yourself, is there any particular, like my whole house looks like an American Indian. Like I have so much American Indian relics, and nature is everywhere. My whole house is full of nature. I have such a relationship. So all you have to do is ask yourself, where in my life does my natural taste buds, like a great example of Candace is she loves India, and she started doing yoga when she was a kid. So if you love India, or you love Spain, or you love French language, that's a clue. Or you're really good at math and you have this fascination with astrology. You had a past life in Egypt. Nicola Gray. Oh, that's where I know you from. I had the best time seeing you, Nikki. It's a past life calling. Yeah. I mean, if any of you are following me, I think I was somebody in Egypt. When I was about 8 years old, I was fascinated with both Egypt and Navajo. There you go, Kathleen. Me too. So did that answer your question? And also, I know that I've had my south node is in Taurus, Carrie, and I'm very repetitive and very predictable. That's my dogs. Yeah, like Ava Goodman, of course you have a past life as American Indian. You're immersed with them. Oh, that's so cute. That's okay. The dogs are getting super excited. So cute. Kathleen O'Brien, when I was 8 years old, yes, of course. Once I get moved, I want to take a course with you. You will, Linda Light. What a great name. Melissa, I'm really good with henna. Of course. Oh, really? Really? Of course you've been an Eastern Indian. There's Ellen's. They just joined in. Hi, Ellen. I was a witch doctor, died in Salem. Oh, wow, that's so interesting. And, you know, and I was with you in Egypt, Ava. I'm sure I was with you in Egypt. Here's the deal. I think I had some good past lives, but I've had a lot of difficult ones. I've accrued and cleared a lot of karma. And this lifetime, I often ask myself, how did I get so lucky? Like, why is my body so healthy? And why do I have such an easy time doing yoga? And why do I have so much love? Because I think I've worked really hard. When I was little, I was so passionate about the pagan faith, its origins and where it was preached. Of course, Alyssa. Of course it was. I love Mexican food. That's a clue, Sherry. Debra Clear Bag just came in. I love you, Debra. See, and then you meet certain people and you think, oh my God, they're my sister. And you think you're. When I was 4 or 5, my mom said I would stare in the mirror and continuously ask who I was, and then I'd say Cleopatra. Bethany. I love you too, Deb. See, Deb and I have a similar soul path, Deb. So I don't know past lives, past lives. I don't know for facts. My Mercury's in Taurus. I want to know for sure. I do know for sure the American Indian one because I have felt it, seen it, and I actually got lost in it for a little while. And I do know for sure I've been in Egypt because how could I know astrology? I never even took a class. I mean, I've learned so much about astrology without ever learning it. I think I lived in the South during the Civil War, Susie Sawyer. I think I did too. I've got a real strong Southern accent. It comes in every time to time. I can't make it stop. And I feel like I'm sounding like a hillbilly, and I am, but I can't help myself because I just love the sound of this voice. I think I've been down there in the South. Maybe I don't know, maybe I was black. Ooh, is that okay to say? That's probably inappropriate. But I feel so much passion for all them, this injustice that happens to all them people, because I was one of them. Revolutions and civil wars. My North Node's in Leo. You were probably a queen in some past life, Anna. That's awesome. I'm a Leo and a Gemini moon, Bree. Love Indian food, all things made in India, furniture, clothes, and yoga. Well, can you... Really, Candace? Hello. Susan, there's also the collective memory. Susan Pelfrey, you are an Indian. Are you a real... I think you came in as an Indian this life, but it's so clear. My sun's in Gemini, my moon's in Capricorn, my rising Scorpio. Jay, did you want us to say something about that? What does it mean to have a sign in Mercury? What does Mercury mean? Jessica, take my astrology class. It's going to in August. You guys, you can't ask me questions like that sitting here today. You got to go online. Take the class. Debra, Kathleen, I know astrology, numerology, and palmistry, and you probably all remembered all that. Never took a class. Me too. Deborah Bag, haha. Cassandra, North Node, Gemini. See, why are you telling me your charts? Susan Pelfrey's a Cherokee. You know who would, Suzanne, you would love Deborah Baggs. But how can I introduce you inside the stupid cyberspace where we think we have a life? Linda Light, you're coming to take that class. This is the most ridiculous thing. I'm sitting on a computer. No, I'm holding a phone at a distance. I'm talking to you like you're my new best friend. I can't see you. Help me with this, Carrie. It's so crazy. It's a day at a time. Here's news. Full moon is coming. We're in the middle of eclipses. It's a day at a time, and Mercury's going retrograde. If I were you, when we hang up, I would take a moment. Can you talk about the 7th and 10th house? Well, if your issue's relationship, 7th house, and you can't make a commitment or you can't do relationship, then that's where you have to do your prayers during this eclipse. And if your issue's your career and you don't know what you want to be when you grow up and you can't figure out what your career is, then you need to go do some prayers. The 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th in astrology, those angular houses, describe the only important things in life. Your physical body, your family, your marriage, health, or relationship, and your work. 1, 4, 7, 10. That's it. Taking that class come high hell or high water. Ava, I'll sneak you in. Shh. I get in so much trouble when I say that. I love your sweet sunny lady.
I put the link in the comments. I don't know if they can hear me, but if you can...
Barbara, are you back at home in Kauai enjoying the rain? I'm not in Kauai. I'm in Boulder. Want to see? I'm sure I nursed my father when he was wounded in World War II. See, we know these. I know I knew my dad in Egypt. You're amazing. Very dear, beautiful soul. Enjoy the rest of your day. I love you too, Nicola Gray. Ava Goodman. Sandra Campbell. I need to put the phone down. It's the only companionship I have right now. It's hard to put it away. I know. Hey, Sandra, you have companionship. You just can't see them. Someone told me yesterday to ask for what I need. Like, ask for help. Okay. Are you doing anything public events while in Boulder, Sarah? I go bike riding every day. You could see me. I go to the tea house every day. I'm loving interview. Can't wait for level 2. Kristen, so happy you're loving it. I always love your company from Gemini to Gemini. Babette, I love you too, Babette. I'm an Aries Libra, but I don't know what that means. You can go to my certified, you can go on my website, Debra Silverman Astrology, under Work With Me, and you can see where my certified astrologers are, and they'll answer all these questions. Like Malika's in here. She's a great astrologer. Malika is one of the people if you go on my website, under Work With Me, you'll see certified astrologers, and they're great. When are you coming to Boston? Linda, I'm in Boulder. Okay, I'm going to push the button. You're going to sign up for the class. The card is opening, early bird, August the 3rd, coming soon to your neighborhood. It says live, but now it's going to say dead. But you're not dead. Trust me, you're not dead.